unlocked her computer and snagged her phone to text Kimberly. Like always, the photo on her screen sent a jolt to her heart. Eva, in a gorgeous A-line dress, on a beach in Hawaii, her self-made bouquet of orange roses, cymbidium orchids, bird of paradise, and red ginger dangling from one hand as the other embraced her new husband. They'd looked so different. Brent with blonde curls and skin that tanned only after burning a few times in early summer, Eva with dark eyes and long brown hair. But their hearts were the same. He'd been her inspiration, her muse, her joy. All that was gone now. Everything was gray. Eva sent a text, grabbed her purse, and hurried down the hallway. I have to redo everything Eva touches. Her co-worker Valerie's voice drifted from the break room. It's ridiculous. Eva ground to a stop outside the door. She told her feet to move, but they wouldn't. I'll admit, she's not very good at remembering the details, but she's very sweet and friendly. Thank you, Susan. The 50-something woman had been kind to Eva ever since her first day here 6 months ago. But we need someone who is also competent enough to follow simple directions. It's not like the stuff Marianne gives her is difficult. Her husband and brother-in-law died in a horrific accident. She's still grieving. Oh, sure, bring up the dead husband, Valerie huffed. We've all had tragedy. My husband left me, but do you see me unable to do the simplest of tasks? No, and I didn't get 1 cent out of my ex. Brent left Eva richer than God. Eva nearly protested out loud. Sure, No Frills Fitness, the string of high-end gyms and yoga studios that Brent co-owned with his best friend Mark, had done well in the last 3 years. But other than taking out enough to pay the rent on her Brooklyn apartment and other basic living expenses, Eva had most of it tied up in investments and savings. Money had never mattered to her or Brent. It had only been a means to live out the adventures of life. That's enough. What? I wish she'd just leave us a sizable donation and take her attempts to help far, far away. Eva had considered doing that, but being here, in a place that had meant a lot to her husband, made her feel closer to him somehow. Susan's audible sigh met Eva's ears. I feel bad for her. You can tell she just wants to make a difference. I only wish there was a kind way to tell her that her efforts are making more work for the rest of us. Tears welled in Eva's eyes as she strode out of there, nearly stumbling across the freshly waxed epoxy floors in the center's lobby. When she exited the building, a wave of oppressive heat smacked her in the face. Yesterday's thunderstorm had left the air charged with moisture, and the 80-degree temperature felt more like 100. Thankfully, the jaunt to the restaurant where Kimberly waited was a short one. After 5 minutes, Eva had managed to wipe away evidence of her cry session before walking into the trendy vegan place. Or so she thought. As Eva approached her friend, who sat in a corner booth studying the menu, Kimberly's head popped up and her eyes narrowed. What's wrong? Nothing, I'm fine. Eva leaned over to give Kim a hug, then slid into the booth opposite her. Kimberly's brown hair had been pulled into a smart knot on the top of her head, accentuating her long neck. Her couture white blouse and diamond climber earrings evidenced her growing success as a wedding coordinator. You forget I've known you since we were scrawny 13-year-old wannabes. I can tell when you've done some makeup patching. So spill. You're bossy. And you love me for it. Her friend, who'd attended college in NYC and started her event planning business after graduation, was the whole reason Eva had come here from Portland 7 years ago at the age of 23. When she'd called Eva about an acquaintance looking to hire an apprentice in his florist shop, Eva jumped at the chance to learn more about a career where she could put her creative tendencies to use. It definitely beat waiting tables and teaching drawing to a handful of students around town. Despite the protests of her engineer mom and professor father, neither of whom understood their artsy daughter with no interest in college.